Shortly, the academic procession will enter the graduation hall. When they've taken their place on the stage, the national anthem will be played, and we invite you to join in the singing of Advance Australia Fair. Would you please stand for the academic procession?
Please be seated. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite Mr. Chris Tobin, representative of the Darug people, to offer the traditional welcome to country.
Thank you. Warami Midiga, Nalawa. Hello everyone and welcome to the lands of the Wallamedigal. I belong to one of the local Aboriginal families of the Darug people, the traditional custodians over this part of the country. I wish to firstly pay my respects to the country and its people and to thank the University for their acknowledgement of us and the invitation to welcome you here this afternoon. That acknowledgement is important for our people and much appreciated. My family descend from Yarramundi, a respected elder and cleverman of the Burrabongal clan during the early years of colonisation. He saw that our survival in this new world could best be secured if we could learn more about it, and so he enrolled his daughter Burrangari, or Maria, into the Native Institute, a school set up in 1815 by Governor Macquarie, offering formal education to Aboriginal children. Maria studied there for several years and used her newly acquired skills to lobby and ultimately secure some land for herself and her family out along the Richmond Road. Other Aboriginal families soon joined them, and it became known as the Blackstown, where the present-day city of Blacktown gets its name. We're very proud of her, as I'm sure your families are of you here today. And with good reason. Your success is our success, your advancement our advancement. Now that was probably better understood in traditional times, when camp groups were smaller and clans abided by strict sharing laws, which meant that the food that you caught and brought back was distributed throughout the rest of the camp. Your skills and good fortune were thus enjoyed by all. Your efforts literally nourished the rest of the community. And you in turn were looked after by them. Yes, we can live quite beautifully when we work together. Our Aboriginal ancestors certainly lived well in many respects, and I use occasions like this to offer them to yourselves as a model or a benchmark on how good to expect our lives today. You see, when Captain Cook arrived here not quite 250 years ago, he encountered a people whom he described as one of the happiest people he'd ever met. They owned nothing, he wrote, but the tools they carried. Their shelters were made from the bark of trees without cutting them down, and they harvested food from the earth without excessive tilling or clearing. Now, these were not primitive societies, these were ancient cultures. So there was no slavery, no armies, no rich and poor, no rents or homelessness, and no mortgages. People cooperated to collect the resources that were needed. Then they were shared out according to strict Aboriginal law. Our lands were maintained with fire and responsible harvesting. Our rivers and waterways kept clean and unpolluted, with people drinking out of them as they have done here for the past 20,000 years. So this is not a dream or an ideal. This was normal life for us for the longest time, and not too long ago either. And there is no reason why we should expect less for ourselves and our children than what our ancestors enjoyed. Admittedly, there's a lot more of us. However, we're a clever people, and there's still much magic in the world, I believe. So graduates, I would say expect great and wonderful things from your life. Life is good, and we are naturally a happy people. Just share your gifts with the rest of us, and keep following that beautiful spirit within you that got you this far. Do this, and I'm confident that together we can put together a country and a world that we can be proud of, and a future that is worthy of our children. We can all do our bit. I'll do mine now by winding up and letting you graduate. I just want to say congratulations to all of you and all the best in our collective futures. Thank you and welcome to country.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to introduce the Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, Ms. Louise Mason, who will be presiding today.
Thank you, Chris, for your warm welcome to country. Graduands, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's my great privilege as Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University to preside at this very important ceremony. Firstly, welcome to all our graduands. I hope this will be a very happy and memorable occasion for all of you. You deserve to take pride, great pride, in your graduation today. Completing a degree is never easy. You need an intelligent and inquiring mind. You need determination and perseverance. You need to make many sacrifices. But that hard work has paid off, and I congratulate each of you on your achievements. Today, I also want to welcome those of you who are sitting beside and behind our graduands as their invited guests, because you've all done well too. The very fact that you're here, invited by one of our graduands to share one of the great days of their lives, is proof positive that you've been an important influence. So mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, cousins, sons, daughters, grandparents, friends, congratulations and thank you for celebrating this great occasion with us. Aside from your attendance here today, I have another important service for you to perform for our graduands. I want you to make sure that the degrees they receive today are never, ever put in the bottom drawer. but are always proudly displayed in a position of prominence. In other words, if our newest graduates are too modest to proclaim their success, I want you to do it for them. The ceremony that we're about to participate in is one of the world's oldest social rituals. From the time of the very first graduations in Europe, more than 800 years ago, graduates have been wearing robes similar to those worn by our graduands today and participating in ceremonies just like this. Indeed, throughout history, graduations have remained a defining feature in life of every university and of all its students. And they are an intrinsic part of life here at Macquarie. And today, we're proud to again host this time-honoured ceremony for our newest graduates. Our university takes its name from Australia's greatest colonial governor, Governor Lachlan Macquarie, a man whose greatness and achievements were never acknowledged by his contemporaries, but only by history. We learnt at school that Macquarie was a great builder, but in my view, his greatest legacy had nothing to do with bricks and mortar. Instead, it lay in his commitment to establishing the new colony as an egalitarian society, the foundation for the modern Australian notion of a fair go for all. And it is that legacy that we here at Macquarie strive to maintain and honour. Like Governor Macquarie, we seek to transform and improve people's lives, not only of our own students, but also of people all around the globe. We seek to achieve this through the educational experiences of our graduates and through the fruits of our research. From the very beginning, Macquarie University defied traditional boundaries of academia, instead pioneering new learning and teaching approaches that challenge conventional thinking. We shifted gears and empowered our students to learn in new and exciting ways. We flipped classrooms, secured leading academics, and employed new and exciting forms of technology to improve our students' learning experiences. As students, you, graduands, helped us to enhance our collective research and knowledge and improve the services and support we offer. So you didn't just learn from us, we also learnt from you. Our graduands here today have found a route to success, a route that is as unique as they are. Their journey here at Macquarie will in turn guide and inspire the next generation of students that follow them. Part of our vision for tomorrow involves further developing our campus and boosting our capacity for research. Over the past few years, we built new facilities, including the Macquarie University Hospital, the Australian Hearing Hub, the Simulation Hub, and a state-of-the-art media centre in the Faculty of Arts. Each of these are world-class facilities. But there's more to come, and we're looking forward to the next exciting phase of Macquarie's development, which will include, amongst other things, the development of a new arts precinct, new laboratories, new teaching spaces, and a new law school building. That last one I know is really needed. I studied law here and it hasn't changed, and I graduated a very, very long time ago. So I'll be very much looking forward to the new law school building. Over the coming years, we will enhance our facilities to ensure that Macquarie remains at the cutting edge of world research. Our campus master plan paints a bold and connected vision for Macquarie's future. A future where research and learning come together to solve the big problems facing our world. Our aim is to provide Macquarie students with the tools and facilities they need to find the answers. Here at Macquarie, we're proud to boast a global network of alumni numbering over 190,000 graduates living across more than 140 countries. We have more than 4,000 staff, nearly 40,000 students, and hold a ranking in the top 2% of universities in the world. We're developing at a rapid pace, but are proud of our heritage and our beginnings. Scientists and engineers at Macquarie work on tomorrow's technology, next door to our museums that house some of the world's most ancient artefacts. Our medical scientists look for cures, while our leading business minds develop new economic models for growth and prosperity, with Macquarie providing the conduit and space for critical thinking and imagination. This balance of world-leading knowledge and facilities, coupled with Macquarie's spectacular natural beauty, gives members of our community the freedom to think and grow. We want Macquarie to always be a leader in teaching and learning, and a leader in the accumulation of knowledge and understanding. It's a unique environment and a unique community of scholars and friends. In just a few minutes, it will be my great honour to confer your degrees upon you and welcome you as lifelong members of Macquarie University's alumni. Now, it's our pleasure at today's ceremony to honour, in accordance with a resolution of the University Council, Ms Wendy Harmer, for admission to the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa, of Macquarie University. I now invite Professor Bruce Doughton, Vice-Chancellor, to read the citation. Professor Doughton.
I invite Ms Wendy Harmer to please stand for the citation. Deputy Chancellor, Ms Wendy Harmer is known Australia-wide for her groundbreaking career in journalism and comedy. She has worked across print and radio, as well as television, as a publisher and writer for online media. She has written columns for many newspapers and magazines, plays, 2 musicals and a libretto for Opera Australia. Between 2011 and 2015, she ran The Hoopla, a website which blended entertainment and news with a focus on issues affecting women. And in addition, she is also the author of 27 books for children, teens and women. Ms Harmer began working as a cadet reporter at the Geelong Advertiser in 1974, the first female cadet in that newsroom since the newspaper was founded in 1840. She eventually became a senior journalist at the Sun News Pictorial and the Melbourne Times, covering Victoria's State Parliament as a political reporter. In 1989, Ms Harmer changed direction entirely to become a well-known stand-up comedian at a time when few women ventured into that work. She was a member of the cast of the acclaimed TV comedy show The Big Gig, and in 1992 joined the Radio National Drive program Kaboom. In 1993, she moved to radio station Today FM, where she hosted Breakfast with the Morning Crew for 11 years. Since 2016, Ms Harmer has been host or co-host of ABC Radio Sydney Breakfast. Ms Harmer is not only creative, highly productive and erudite, she is also someone who has given a great deal to our community and is an exceptional example when it comes to engagement and reflective citizenship. Her achievements are numerous, yet perhaps her most impressive quality is her constant and relentless ability to break new ground for women and to adapt and respond to the challenges of our changing media landscape. Deputy Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I present to you Ms Wendy Harmer for the award of the degree Doctor of Letters, honoris causa, in recognition of her many and important contributions to media and the Australian community.
Ms Wendy Harmer, in the name of the Council and by my authority as Deputy Chancellor, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa. Congratulations, Dr. Harmer. It is now my great pleasure to invite Dr. Wendy Harmer to give the occasional address.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Doctor. Oh my goodness me, that's a bit exciting. Right, well, hello everyone. How lovely, lovely to see you all. And thank you very much, Deputy Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the university, distinguished guests, graduates, their families and friends. And thank you today for this delightful and utterly unexpected thrill of being awarded an Honorary Doctorate of Letters. And yes, sure, it's only an honorary title, but if you think I'm not using that on the radio show every morning on the ABC, you are kidding yourselves. This is ABC Breakfast with Dr. Harmer and what's his name. It's got a ring to it, you have to admit. My dear late father was a primary school teacher, headmaster for 45 years. He'd be very proud of me today. Not really because of the doctor bit so much, but my father would have been really chuffed with the letters bit. Now, I know in this iteration it means a contribution to the creative arts generally, but for Dad, who was a stickler, an old school stickler for good handwriting, correct grammar, spelling and logical argument, he would proudly take this award for himself as a personal vindication for the utter pain he inflicted on me throughout my school years. There were the endless mundane corrections of dotting I's and crossing T's, a new paragraph here which drove me mad. But there were also the bigger questions from the headmaster. What's your idea here, he would say. Who are you talking to? Why? What do you mean to say? And how could you express yourself more clearly? He was also a lover of poetry, short stories, and liked me to recite for visitors. And many years later, I hosted that live television show that was mentioned, The Big Gig. And I rang my father afterwards to ask him what he thought. And he said, "I thought your diction was quite good." So yes, he was quite the hard taskmaster. So it's no surprise that at an early age I fell in love with words, the sounds they made when you said them aloud, their curious history, the myriad meanings they conveyed, and of course their power to make us reflect, walk in another time, in another's shoes, to go to war, to lay down arms, to move us to laughter and tears. Even the patterns words made on the page entranced me, and I just knew that forever I'd be tangled up in letters and words. Well, after scoring a pathetic 8% for maths in year 11, it was never going to be numbers, that's for sure. I knew I wanted to be a journalist when I was really young. And in fact, I was 12 years old when I established my first newspaper, the Greenwell Gazette. The Greenwell Gazette, well, the Greenwell bit was the name of the road we lived in my country town. And I appointed myself editor-in-chief. I hand wrote all 4 pages of the Greenwell Gazette. I stapled them together, and then as also head of distribution, I popped them into my neighbour's letterbox. It had a circulation of 5. It wasn't a very big town. And, well, it was closed down quite quickly, my newspaper, after the particularly incendiary front page headline, which I thought was genius, red meat for my readers, which was "Ray was drunk." And Ray, being our next door neighbour who'd crashed through a fence, and my sources had informed me on the school bus, had lied about it to the police, and he was drunk at the time. So there were no high-powered defamation lawyers, just a threat to punch Dad in the face unless I stopped publication. I'd like to mention to all the journalism students here the power of the word allegedly. Just something to keep in your mind. My second foray into print media was in year 10 when I started a school newspaper at Upwey High. Our yearbook was called Lyric, so I called the newsletter Cyril. See what I did there? It's pretty good, isn't it? That was closed down as well. I can't remember why, but it may have been due to an unauthorised report of what happened at the Year 12 camp at Ayers Rock. I remained undaunted though, my friends. I knew journalism was for me, and as was mentioned, by the time I was 18, I moved into the big time through the doors of the Geelong Advertiser, the first female copy girl that they'd had in the newsroom in 134 years, except for the one female who, I was warned, had found herself with the chief sub-editor in a compromising position in the darkroom and was sacked. He kept his job, of course. Oh, and the elderly Social Pages editor who worked from a dungeon with a 2-bar radiator. I never ever saw her. All I ever saw or heard of her or smelt of her was a waft of lavender through the corridors where I knew she'd been there at some time. The men in the newsroom didn't know how to handle having a chick around the place, so often before I entered the room, I'd hear the call, "Ducks on pond." Now, I wonder how many of you know what that means. Anyone here? Ducks on pond. That's the call for the room to fall silent, and being a country girl, I knew exactly what that meant. I'd heard it in the shearing sheds. It was a cry that would go up whenever a woman approached and was a signal to stop the X-rated blokey banter. And it's actually a saying borrowed from duck hunting. It's a signal from the hunters when a duck lands on a lake or the pond to all shh just before they got blasted with a shotgun. So that wasn't very intimidating at all as a workplace, you'd have to agree. After a while, I mean, you ask yourself, where was the Me Too movement back then? I had a chief sub-editor at the Advertiser who had a habit of making me stand beside him, and he would clutch my blazer with his left hand, and he would correct my copy with the right hand, and then send me back to rewrite my work over and over until I reached his exacting standards, often in tears. However, after a while I was a qualified graded journalist, and by the time I got to Melbourne's most read newspaper, the Sun News Pictorial, where I spent 6 years covering the transport, aviation, urban affairs and state politics rounds, soon enough I'd be off to Canberra. But I wanted to say something. My dad's words were nagging at me. What's your idea? What do you mean to say exactly? Who are you talking to and why? In those days, the only opinion pieces were written by faceless men on Mahogany Row, big thundering editorials. So where would I find my voice? Well, as fate would have it, I was sent by the features editor to report on something called the New Wave of Cabaret, a stage show at Melbourne University that was packed out with an adoring crowd, and there, my friends, was the answer: stand-up comedy. Well, the blokes, and they were all blokes up there at that time, they were just there with a microphone talking about their observations on life and getting the laughs. No neighbours or teachers or sub-editors to interrupt or censor. And it was the purest form of self-expression I'd ever seen. I quit my job and I was in. No one to teach me this time. There were no women doing stand-up. I taught myself. I was pretty good at it too, and I had lots to say. And that was a brilliant time in my life. In my late 30s, radio found me, and after a few tough years undoing a lot that I'd learned on stage and railing against program directors who insisted again that I had to learn the rules of broadcasting, there was the thrill when the red light went on and nothing between me and the listeners. And the best days on radio were when my crew and I made a detailed plan for the day before about how the show would go, and then as we went to air, inspiration would just overtake us and we'd be brave and throw all our plans into the bin. I'd learned another new craft. This time, most importantly, I knew how to make the space for my one and only Wendy voice. The famed American Beat Generation novelist, short story writer, essayist, painter and spoken word performer William S. Burroughs once said, "The first and most important thing an individual can do is to become an individual again, decontrol himself, train himself as to what is going on, and then win back as much independent ground for himself as possible." And these are excellent words, and this is what I take from them. Number one, learn your craft. No matter if it's journalism, music, painting, playwriting, poetry, creative writing, policy documents, whatever, Learn the history of it. Understand the rules at least, even if you have no intention of playing by them. Because once you've engaged with your craft and commit to never stop learning, you can use that craft for any purpose you choose. Creativity is defined as the ability to transcend traditional ideas, rules, patterns, and create meaningful new ideas, forms, methods, and interpretations. And as the definition suggests, you can't move beyond tradition and break the rules unless you know what they are. Now, the next step, number 2, that's the most exciting bit, and that's the thing that all we creative types live for. And that is where we know that we have something to say and have the courage to say it, and then we throw all the rules and forge a new path. We throw all the rules out and forge a new path. We create those new forms, methods, and interpretations. And you win new ground for you, an independent space for you, the individual. In this world where everything has been done, it would seem, and the brilliance of those who come before you can be daunting, there is only one new thing to add to all the thousands of years in which humans have been expressing themselves, and that, as you know, is the unique and wonderful you. Living creatively means being yourself, not just complying with the wishes of other people. Matt Groening, from the creators of The Simpsons, said that. You all have the spark of creativity in you. Hopefully, in this place, your candles have been lit. And all of us here today, we just urge you to carry the flame with you from here and start your own bonfires. And I hope all your fires burn brightly, and always, always you must light the way for others. Thank you for listening today. I especially thank my husband Brendan and children Marley and Maeve for being here today and for their unwavering support of all my crazy endeavours. And they, after all, are my greatest success in life. Thank you very much, Macquarie University, for bestowing this most special honour. And so here I am, an honorary Doctor of Letters, and I can just hear my father saying, "Honorary, spell honorary, Wendy." And I hope your handwriting has improved. And P.S., your diction is quite good. Thank you.
I'd like to congratulate and thank Dr. Wendy Harmer for giving her time to be such an important part of today's celebration. Thank you. As Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, I especially look forward to presiding at ceremonies such as today's and conferring degrees on those who have complied with the university's requirements for such awards. I now call on our Registrar, Gail White, to formally certify the eligibility of those who have met the requirements for these awards.
Deputy Chancellor, I certify that all of the candidates being presented here today and those who are absent have satisfied the requirements of the Academic Senate for the degrees they are to be awarded. Would all candidates for admission to degrees please stand?
In the name of the Macquarie University Council, and by my authority as Deputy Chancellor of Macquarie University, I admit each of you present and those who are absent to the degrees for which you have qualified. Congratulations.
Graduates, please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, the graduates at this ceremony are from the Faculty of Arts, and I now call upon Associate Professor Noah Basil, Associate Dean, Higher Degree Research of the Faculty of Arts, to present the graduates. Professor.
Deputy Chancellor, the graduates of this ceremony are from the Faculty of Arts. Students and staff in this faculty work together within and across disciplinary boundaries to ask questions about socially complex problems. They identify paths of research, analyse and communicate ideas in creative formats, and reflect on the skills and knowledge they will need to understand the world, past, present and future. Students are encouraged to use their skills and talents to connect with local and global communities. This faculty includes research and study areas in ancient history, anthropology, English, Indigenous studies, geography and planning, international studies, law, media, music, communication and cultural studies, modern history, politics and international relations, philosophy, sociology and security studies and criminology. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you the graduates from the Faculty of Arts whom you have admitted to degrees. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts with the degree of Bachelor of Science, Thomas James Peachy. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts, Laura Margaret Anderson. Rai Luca Atkinson. Ellen Atrill. Victoria Bainu. Mona Sadat Baheshti. Isabel Cherry. Matthew James Clark. Finn Coleman. Natalie Conlon. Samuel David Cowan. Anthony Demarian. Michaela Ann Davies. Zhe Ding. CJR Doong. Suleiman Emin Bailey. Dominique Essie. Sarah Kate Owers. Joshua Fisher Simpson. Tommy Boland Francisco. Caitlin Jane Gabrielle. Gerard Gakayan. Alice Goodwin. Fusio Way Grace. Rosie Tallulah Greninger. Benjamin Groves Herdink. Cindy Ha. Tobias Harry Hansen. Holly Rose Harwig. Natalie Hazarati. Sophia Hesterentiova. Corey Mark Hibbert. Karen Hernell. Matthew Hogarth. James John Luke Hoy, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. Lachlan Benjamin Duran. Congratulations. Chun Li Yin Billy Lai. Fan Mi Han Lei. Good, thank you. Jordan Michael Lefebvre. Margot Jeanne Levy. Tian Leo. Carol Lofthouse. Jianyun. How are you? Jianyun Lu. Congratulations. Well done. Dylan Leong. Alice Mackey. Simon Peter Malik. Luke McEwen Todd. Luke Medich. Zhehui Mung. Taylor Rosalie Musa. Joel Ung. Congratulations. Arizona Nichols. Dominic O'Connor. Jessica Meg Page. Scott Palmer. Priyanka Kitan Palmer. Fadzai Wilson Pasi. Michael Frederick Peterson. Emily Pogonowski. Ashley Mia Pratt. Oh, Bo, sorry. Bo Matthew Quick. Kathana Rajalingam. Congratulations. Sean Rowe. Lani Ray. Robert Oliver Richardson. Mada Samimi Dazi. Parthiban Selvaraju. Riao Saranda Sobreta. Thank you. Samantha Stewart. Jessica Louise Stallone. Yulia Sun. No, you'll be fine. You've done very well. The hard work's been done. Lena Talib. Very well, thank you. Gianluigi Triolo. Congratulations. Very well, thank you. Manisha Umapati. Congratulations. Isaac Gregory Walker. How are you, Alice? Yeah, very well, thanks. Alice Laura Wilkins. Well done. How are you? Well done. Cassidy Ray Wilson. Congratulations. Maureen? How are you? Narini Lang Wright. Congratulations. Ramesh Zafar. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Arts Media. Sophie Ellen Abbott. Congratulations, Sophie. How are you? Millie Elizabeth Angel. Congratulations. How are you today, Chris? What would you prefer? Christopher James Aston. Congratulations. Matthew Avery. Gillian Boutis. Good, thank you. Emma Louise Bernardi. Sophie Boot. Congratulations. Catherine Bradshaw. Kia Browning. Melanie Carnarvon. Kiera Elizabeth Cummins. Georgia May Davis. Congratulations. Harini Anasha Dermel. Catherine De Vries. Charles DeJean. Congratulations. Ruby Denson. Congratulations. Brittany Evans. Cara Fisher. James Furzer. Joseph George. Andrew Owen Gibbons. Sarah Ann Gillard. Lucy Hatcher. Annalise Maureen Hunt. Emily Hunt. Yasmin Jackson. Grace Langford. Callum Lawrence. Ian Marco Lizardo. Eleanor McInnes. Good, thank you. Caroline Moite. George James Biokas. Lily O'Hart. Tony Jong Won Park. Mark James Patterson. Brendan Phillips. Emily Jean Phillips. Finn Potter. Isabel Ramsey. Good, thanks. Marina Richardson. Congratulations. Simran Srinarula. Oh, sorry. Mer Salala Saladru. I'm sorry. Simran Srinarula. Congratulations. Only made one mistake, I've made it now. Andrew James Sutton. Congratulations. Kathleen J. Tong. Congratulations. Daisy Trethowan. Congratulations. How are you? Rebecca Shy Wagstaff. Congratulations. Christopher Luke Walker. Good, thank you. Georgia Witten. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Media. Ian Alexander Aria. Amanda Louise Burgess. Jeremy Sebastian Burns. Kelly Churk Yin Chu. Laura Dale. Lucy Claire Darwin. Georgina Sarah Dickerson. Emily Elizabeth Fisher. Lucy Catherine Francis. Brooke Fryer. Phoebe Gilbert. Brianna Harvey Cowley. Megan Hoole. Ethan William Hughes. Catherine Rose Stewart Yarno. Nathaniel Keesing. Kristen Joy Lakandula. June Yong Brendan Lim. Jeremy Negro. Rachel Myrie Payton. Nadia Sadimin. Cameron Smith. Eamon John Snow. Karina Spanos. Michaela Spuratash. Andre Tabula. Joel William Webber. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Social Science. Kirsten Ann Bock. John Dewo. Michael Hendry. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of International Communication with the degree of Master of International Relations. Yardoma Bempong Ampoma. Hyan Win. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Creative Industries. Munk Set Seg Bart Munk. Jasmine Sophia Guardado. Hina Mir. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Future Journalism, Rosalind Walker. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of International Communication, J.R. Lee Miao. Mimi. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of International Public Diplomacy, Isabel Monica Liu. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of International Relations, Lucy Jessica Chalmers. Louisa Fernanda Gavira Henao. Sarah Nadiri. Kelvin Nadambo Nganga. Yu Peng. Shamila Sitaula. Peter Tesaurus. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Laws, Guillermo Umana Restrepo. Sorry, one moment, who has also been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Politics and Public Policy, Emma Louise Clark. Caitlin Ann Delbridge. Benjamin James Dougal. Well done. Timothy James Hurd, who has been awarded the Macquarie University Award for Academic Excellence. I present the diplomat awarded the Graduate Diploma of International Relations, Hollingsworth Marley Avui. I present graduates admitted to the degree of Master of Research, Caitlin Isabel Adams, for a thesis entitled Under My Own Care, Motherhood and Poverty in New South Wales and Gloucestershire, 1820 to 1834. Thank you. Jeremy Alexander Hall Spence, for a thesis entitled Rethinking the Binary, How Dungeons and Dragons Complicates the Player-Game Relationship. Jordan Heckendorf, for a thesis entitled Jevons in Australia, How Social Liberalism Realised an Economist, 1854 to 1859. Matthew Eli Henry, for a thesis entitled Terrorism in the Australian Media, From the Hilton Bombing to the Eve of 9/11. Congratulations. Sebastian Joseph Howe, for a thesis entitled The Relationship Between Historical Research and Future Thinking. Chi-Yuan Hu, for a thesis entitled Augmented Revolution, The Role of Social Media in the Arab Spring and the Hong Kong Umbrella Movement. Annalise Claire Humphreys, for a thesis entitled The New Venture in Police Community Relations, a cultural history of liaison between the New South Wales Police and the gay community in Sydney between 1984 and 1990. Congratulations. Prudence Emiletta Kidman, for a thesis entitled Contributions to Mass Incarceration, a study on the tough-on-crime policies of the Clinton administration and their institutional effects. Max Alexander James Mahood, for a thesis entitled Palm Trees, Xanax and Dank Memes, Vaporwave's Nostalgia Play. Renee Preville-Mann, for a thesis entitled Political Attitudes, Policies and the Radical Right. Has the emergence of a radical right party mainstreamed radical right discourse and attitudes in Australia? Congratulations. Zara Noor Sahib, for a thesis entitled Fear of a Brown Planet, the Trump Effect, Right-Wing Populism and Islamophobia in Australia. Dr. Marc Olivier Del Grosso, who has studied under a Coach-Hutel joint PhD agreement with the Aix-Marseille University, Institut d'études politiques de Aix-en-Provence, Sciences Po Ex, France, for a thesis entitled The Perception of Islam by Political Parties, a comparative analysis of the rhetorical and perceptive schemes used in Australia and France. If I may, this is a student that I'm incredibly honoured to give a degree to as I supervised her PhD, Dr. Marissa Delagata, for a thesis entitled Syria in the Mirror, the Politics of Belonging to Syria from Syrian Diasporas in Armenia and Australia. Congratulations. Good, thank you. Dr. David Jack Arthur Fletcher, for a thesis entitled Gerontological Hygiene, the Role of Anti-Aging Somotechnologies in the Abolition of Old Age. Well done. Dr. Catherine Emily Hawkins, for a thesis entitled The Other Woman, the Monstrous Feminine as Feminist Praxis. Dr. Jared Ray Hall, for a thesis entitled Visions of Nature, Territoriality and Landscape Photography in 3 Settler Sites, 1848 to 1900. Dr. Gareth John James, for a thesis entitled South Korean Cinema 2000 to 2010, A Masculinity in Crisis. Dr. Anne-Marie Lopez, for a thesis entitled Mapping the Shadowlands, Urban Noir Detective Fiction and Psychogeography. Congratulations. Dr. Kate Mafanui Maguire-Rosier for a thesis entitled Politicising Performances of Care, Dance Theatre by and with Australian Artists with Disability. Dr. Emma Sarian for a thesis entitled Identity has a History, Rethinking Identity Politics Through Historical Discourses of the Self. Congratulations. Dr. Satya Tak for a thesis entitled SOMO Techniques and the Possible Subject of Suicide. I present the graduate admitted to the degree of Master of Research with the University Medal for Cultural Studies, Catherine Emma Smith, for a thesis entitled The Discursive Construction of LGBTQ+ Women in Australian HIV Documents 2014 to 2017. Deputy Chancellor, that completes this afternoon's presentation of the graduates from the Faculty of Arts.
Deputy Chancellor, I call on Dr. Catherine Emily Hawkins, who has graduated today with a Doctor of Philosophy, to speak on behalf of the graduating group. Dr. Hawkins.
Deputy Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the University, fellow graduates and guests, today is both a very proud day, but also a rather strange, even surreal one. After years of work, we finally made it. To everyone graduating today, I offer my heartfelt congratulations. Completing a PhD has been an immense privilege, but it was also an exhausting and at times harrowing experience that took something of a psychological toll. I'm sure my fellow postgrads can appreciate the existential dread that accompanies the question, so how's your thesis going? Consequently, I think it's fair to say that few of us would be here today without the support and endless patience and guidance of family, partners, and friends, as well as the expertise of teachers and supervisors here at Macquarie. So on behalf of myself and those who join me in graduating today, thank you. I hope that my rather grim description of my PhD experience is not interpreted as a sign of disrespect or ingratitude. Quite the contrary, in fact. My doctoral research was about monsters. One can tell a very good deal about a culture by the things that it fears. And so, as an academic, I'm a staunch advocate for all things that go bump in the night. So when I describe my research experience as harrowing, I mean that it was as revelatory as it was stressful. I found that even the most abject depths of intellectual crises may provoke insight. To quote Milton's Paradise Lost, the mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell and a hell of heaven. I find it particularly appropriate that the Macquarie University crest is a lighthouse, a symbol that represents the power of education to illuminate the darkened gloom of ignorance. However, although the purpose of a lighthouse is to guide ships back into harbour safely, it cannot guarantee the security of the dark and mysterious waters beyond existing intellectual cartography. Novelist Anatole France once said that, quote, "An education is not what you have committed to memory, or even how much you know. It's being able to differentiate between what you know and what you don't." as scholars and as individuals, I believe that our greatest challenge is being willing to leave the comforting confines of what we know to be true, right, and proper, and explore beyond the boundaries of convention and familiarity. Macquarie's request is well chosen, because the institution that it represents acts as a beacon to guide us through our respective intellectual journeys. But, my fellow graduates, after today, I believe we must all go forward and be our own light bringers. Thank you.
Congratulations, Catherine, and thank you for those reflections on your time here at Macquarie and those very wise words. Congratulations. That was Ms. Angela Brewer, who joins us at every graduation, and I think we should give her another round of applause. It's absolutely beautiful. Please also join me in thanking our musicians. On the organ, Dr. James Forsyth. On the trumpet, Ms. Melanie McLaughlin. I would like to take this opportunity also to acknowledge and thank the representatives from our alumni community who have come today to help celebrate this occasion. Thank you all very much. Graduates, this ceremony marks the end of one stage in your relationship with Macquarie University, but it is certainly not the end of your association with us. From today on, for the rest of your lives, you are part of the bigger Macquarie family, our alumni. and part of a network of over 190,000 Macquarie graduates spanning the globe. We'll keep in touch with you through our Alumni Relations Office and hope you will come back here to attend functions, perhaps to undertake more study, or simply to visit a beautiful campus. Graduates, the award of a university degree carries many opportunities and privileges, but like all privileges, it also carries responsibilities. I encourage you to commit yourselves to a program of lifelong learning and inquiry, set ambitious goals, and continue the hard work that has already brought you so far. Continue to exercise sound judgment and initiative, and always be generous in offering practical advice and wisdom to those you meet on life's journey. My hope is that, as graduates of Macquarie University, you will use what you have learned, not only for your own benefit, but also for the betterment of the community. Believe it or not, you, each and every one of you, can change the world. And you don't have to be a Nobel Prize winner to do it. Because everything you do matters, in your homes, in your workplaces, and in your communities. You will touch the lives of many and make a huge difference. The consequences of every effort, every action, large or small, can reverberate throughout society, through the decades, and indeed through the centuries. Even something as simple as a kind word or gesture can often be the spark that ignites a great life, a great career, or a great achievement. And in all you do, I ask you to uphold the good name of Macquarie University. I hope also that you will always remember the people who have helped you along the way, many of whom are here with you today. So, to acknowledge their contribution and thank them for it, I'm going to ask you to do a couple of things. First, I'd like all our new graduates to please stand up. Please place your testamers on your seats. Turn around and face your families and friends. And now please give them an almighty round of applause. Here on the dais are representatives of our academic staff, many of whom have supported you throughout your journey. Please join me in thanking them. Shortly, I'll lead the official party out, and it will be my great honour to invite our newest graduates and their family and friends to join us for refreshments in the Macquarie. I now invite everyone to please stand and remain standing until the last graduate has processed out. Before we do leave, I'd like to wish you all the very best for your futures. Congratulations, graduates, and good luck.